right, we are here, we are ready, it is time. We're going to do a different differentiated practice set. Today, as always, these things are fluency practice, which means it's going to be in your Starry Night book. The page number is 93. 93 looks just like this. Looks just like this. Go ahead and hit that good old pause button if I'm going too fast, because you can do that. So it reads, my related addition and subtraction facts. As we've discovered countless times, addition and subtraction problems come from the same number bonds. Because they come from the same number bonds, you can either whole minus part equals part, or part plus part equals whole, and they work together. So that's what you're going to do now, and I'm going to put 90 seconds on the clock, just like on lesson 1, and you're going to do your best. That's the goal. That's the plan. So let's get the clock ready. All right, on your mark, get set, go. Alright guys, that does mean time is up. I already know you did your best, so let's go ahead and check our work. Come on. Okay. My related addition and subtraction practice. So that means we're not going to be using the same symbol for each problem, so we gotta pay attention. Starting at number 1, 5 plus 1 is equal to 6. 5, 1, 9, 1, 5, 2, 2. The top of column 2, question number 11. 7 plus 3 is equal to 10. 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3. The top of column 3, question number 21. 4 plus 4 is equal to 8. 4, 3, 3, 4, 4, 6, 3, 3, 3. Great job. So write down the number that you finished and how many you got correct. I think I got them all correct. Let me know if I didn't. I want to know. And then what can we look at here? What can we see here? Well, we knew when we started that we were doing related addition and subtraction, so these problems would be grouped together. Like, look, 1, 2, and 3 come from the same number bond, and then 4, 5, and 6 come from the same number bond. Oh, here's a question. Why does 7 and 8, why are there only 2 in this set, but these sets each have 3 to them? What makes this set different? They're doubles, good. And when you have a situation with doubles, both parts are the same, so you have less different number sentences, because 5 and 5 is 10 is the same as 5 and 5 is 10. And 10 minus 5 is 5 is the same as 10 minus 5 is 5. I don't need to write 3 and 4 number sentences. I only need 2 number sentences, one addition and one subtraction, because the parts are the same. Good job. Y'all so smart. You know that? You are. All right, guys. Well, let's go ahead and get to our lesson. Come on. Y'all did great work again, like always. All right, guys. So just like the last time, there was no separate application problem because we're working in word problems. We're continuing to look at problems where we're looking to find missing parts. Sometimes we have 2 separate situations where this is mine and that is yours. Well, how much more do I have than you? Or how much less do I have than you? And we're going to see problems like that today, such as this situation where Rose wrote 8 letters and then Nikel wrote 4 more letters than Rose. Okay, so how many, like, you know, how many is 4 more than 8? How many is 4 more than 8? So we realized, oh, that's 12. So, sorry, how many more than 8 is 12? There we go. She wrote 8, he wrote 12. What's the difference? 4. So Nikel wrote 4 more letters than Rose. It'll make some more sense because Nikel's got more stuff to do on page 187. He has more things to do on page 187 in our Succeed book. See, right here. So all 3 of these problems are the 3 that we're going to do. So you don't even have to flip to the back side. We're going to be right there. The first one reads, Nikel baked 5 pies for the contest. Peter baked 3 more pies than Nikel. How many pies did Peter bake for the contest? So this is a situation where we can use the double tick diagram again. So here is Nikel's 5 pies, right? Okay. And then we know that Peter baked 3 more pies. So Peter, if he's baking more pies, then this space over here needs to be the 3 more. Is the 3 more. He baked 3 more. So if we start with Nikel's original 5 and we tack on 3 more, we will know that Peter made how many pies for the contest? Because this was what we technically didn't know. So we knew that Peter baked 3 more pies than Nikel. Peter bakes 3 more pies than Nikel, correct? And we know Nikel baked 5 pies. So Nikel's 5 pies plus the 3 more that Peter baked over Nikel, the difference of 3, we already knew the difference this time, we knew the difference was 3, leads us to know that Peter, how many pies did Peter bake for the contest? Here's the question mark, 8 pies. He baked 8 pies because we've already established the difference was 3 pies. Well, if we're going to start matching with Nikel at 5 and then keep going 3 more, well, that makes this difference is 3. We've established that. Well, 5 and that difference of 3 is 8 pies. Peter baked 8 pies for the contest. So Nikel wrote more letters, but Nikel baked more pies. Nikel wrote more letters, Peter baked more pies. Good gracious. What am I thinking? I think I like the name Nikel. It's a nice name. Nice name. We'll look it up, find out what that means. If anybody finds out before me, let me know. Alright, number 2 reads, Emmy planted 12 flowers. Rose planted 3 fewer flowers than Emmy. How many flowers did Rose plant? Now, we're trying to find out the difference between the number of flowers Emmy and Rose planted. This is a good time to use a single tape diagram because we know that Emmy planted 12 flowers and Rose's flower number is fewer. So right here, fewer flowers, which tells us that Emmy's flowers can fit inside of Rose's flowers, which means Rose's flowers can fit inside of Emmy's flowers, which means that Emmy's flower number is, in fact, if we're thinking of this in addition-subtraction terms, the whole of the number bond. So, this is Emmy's 12 flowers. Emmy's 12 flowers. And here we have the difference that we know is 3. The difference of 3. What we don't know then is how many rows actually planted. We don't actually know how many rows planted. We just know that it's 3 fewer than Emmy's. 3 fewer than Emmy's. Given what we have now, are we missing a part or the whole? We're missing a part. Excellent. So this can be Emmy's flowers minus the difference equals Rose's flowers, or this could be the difference plus Rose's flowers equals Emmy's flowers. Either one makes sense. Which one makes the most sense? Subtracting. So since we're subtracting, are we going to count back or count on? We're going to count back. Great job. So 12, 11, 10, 9. 9. Is that 3 counts? That is 3 counts. And when I hop back 3, I landed on 9, which means 12 minus 3 is 9. 3 plus 9 is 12. How many flowers did Rose plant? Rose planted 9 flowers. Rose planted 9 flowers. 9 flowers. Good job. Rose planted 9 flowers. All right, let's do one more. Let's do one more. This one reads, Ben scored 15 goals in the soccer game. Anton scored 11 goals. How many more goals did Ben score than Anton? So we're not putting their goals together. We're not putting their goals together. We are comparing them. We want to find the difference between their two goals. When I start talking about difference, which operation am I using? Addition or subtraction? Subtraction. Finding the difference between things is subtraction. So let's draw 2 tape diagrams. One to represent Ben's 15 goals scored, and then other to represent Anton's, which should be longer, shorter, or the same length. Shorter because Anton scored 11 goals. Good. It should be shorter. It should be here because Anton scored 11 goals. And what we're trying to find out is this space right here, so we can figure out how many more goals Ben scored. So the way the question is worded, we don't want to know how many fewer goals Anton scored, but we still want to know what exists in this space right here for Ben. So this here is really about Ben. So in order to find that, we can take Ben's score minus Anton's score and find the difference. So Ben's goals scored minus Anton's goals scored equals the difference between their two scores. Anton's goals plus how many more Ben scored equals Ben's score. That even sounds funny when you read it as addition, doesn't it? Yeah, that sounds funny. 15 minus 11 sounds better. And looking at 15 minus 11, counting back, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11. I counted back. I started at Ben's, my whole. I counted back to my known part. I was given a missing part of 4. I found my missing part to be 4. 15 minus 11 equals 4. 11 plus 4 equals 15. So the question is, how many more goals did Ben score than Anton? 4 goals. 4 goals. He scored 4 more goals than Anton. Great work. Great work. Okay, so I think we've done enough practice. I'm going to go ahead and show you. And honestly, you definitely should be able to find this page. Your assignment for the day is it's on page 5. We started a new book. We started a book that'll take us to the rest of the year. Page number 5. You have 6. It's front and back. You do have 6 word problems. I've pre-read them for you. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's all right there. You're going to try your best. You're going to complete as many as you can. We're back to that 10-minute model. You should be able to get through at least the first 3 in 10 minutes. If you're actually working and putting in your best effort, I would expect that you can finish at least the first 3 in that time, guys. And return then to your Nearpod so you can complete and tell me about these cookies that Tamara and Kiana decorated. Tamara and Kiana decorated some cookies, y'all. Alright guys, but that's all I have for you. I will see you guys a little bit later. And until next time.